Phil, when you're working with organizational leaders and you're bringing in new ideas and saying to them, the way you used to do things doesn't necessarily apply today, you need to change. And you mentioned it already, saying that you need a North Star, you need a strategy to at least know what direction you're going in. How do you overcome resistance when it comes up? How do you manage to keep people focused on where you're going instead of slipping back to where you've been?
Yeah, I think you nailed it. It is change management. Change management, even as a concept to a lot of people, like an engagement survey, can feel touchy feely. It's like and they think change management, and then equates to them as like, oh, we do a couple town halls, we send some emails, we give people a free T-shirt on their new day, right? That's change management. But I fell in love years ago with a change framework that we used sort of institutionally at JLL, but I've applied to other places. That's much more of a use of resistance, like resistance mitigation instead of change management. And you can usually, or I found you get leaders much more on board with that to say, let's enumerate all the things that might prevent you from achieving the statements that you've already made about the desired outcome. And some of them might be human behavior. Right? You've said you're going to reduce offices or put things more in the open. So one problem you might encounter, doesn't mean you will, but you might, is that your top 50 senior people are grumpy about that particular decision. And if you think the likelihood of that risk is very high, or it's basic risk management, you can apply some measures, coaching, extra conversations, making sure they have somewhere to vent in private. But others might be, you're going to train all your new people or the people you have now to drive this fancy new car you're giving them that has no steering wheel. It's some fancy new office, right? Retrain them. That's great. What happens to the people that you hire the day after you open the place? What about them? Are you thinking about the training measures, the metrics and monitoring, or new roles and responsibilities that need to be in place in order to ensure you achieve your objectives?